kicking back on a Sunday afternoon watching the NBA. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. KD and Nurkic are the big men for them. Damian Lee out there with Monte Morris. And it's Beal in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards out there with MP. Then it's Julius Randle. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
Now here's Morris. Pass to Durant. That one doesn't drop. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now here's MP. It's Edwards on the wing. To the paint. Reid can't hit. Now Beal. That one no good. Some solid defense from Edwards. Pass to MP. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Morris. He picked up 10 in his last game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Well, Grant, the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy. The rest of the roster was tough for them to fill out.
Now here's Randle. 14 points his last outing.
Well, it does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Durant, pass to Nurkic. Durant, looking around. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
Now here's Randle. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. To the inside, Morris. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Durant commands so much attention, part of the reason why he had a wide-open teammate there.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Inside, here's MP. They get the rebound. They shoot again. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Morris. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
KD does such a great job playing the angles. He'll pass it off to a better option if he can.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's Durant. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Randall. MP, that one's good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The Suns have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Phoenix this year.
Now, this team swept them in the season series, but that was before they somehow stepped up and flipped that trend in the playoffs.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded closely. Outside for Randall. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Doesn't have the great length, but Randall with the attitude to beat up guys on the inside.
Durant with it. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Pass to Lee, takes the 3, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
As great a scorer as KD is, he's always been willing to make that extra pass. Nice look from him.
And Minnesota calls time here. And playoff success has been rare in Minnesota. Last year was the first series win in 20 years, Clark.
How about this fact? That was LeBron's rookie season, 2004 BA. That's the last time the Timberwolves advanced in the playoffs. So T-Wolves fans, I think, really savored the trip to the conference finals and are looking for more from this group going forward.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Now here's McDaniels. 9 points in his last outing. 3 on the clock. From about 19, Bull grabs the board. The Suns leading. Here's O'Neal. And he banks in the layup.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Outside, Ingles. Pass to DiVincenzo. Left side, Conley. Here he goes. Deflected. And they'll get another chance. Kept alive by Minnesota. Ingles from outside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Phoenix leading by 3. Here's O'Neal. And the shot's good. O'Neal's got his second basket of the game.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Morris. There's the 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
51 seconds left in the first. Pass to Ingles to snap the cold streak. Here's Gobert. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Now here's Morris. And Conley grabs the miss. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Kept alive. Gobert no good.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Throws it up high. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Bull. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead. They're up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
We've got Julius Randle, Dillingham out there with Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Reed in at the 5. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Dunn's shot is good.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feat.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Controls the rebound and the putback. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Phoenix?
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
And so here's Phoenix, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Sinks it from distance.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
MP is checked in for Minnesota. Nurkic is checked in for Phoenix. Lee comes in for Okogie. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Durant against Reed. Releases. And Nurkic with the bucket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game. Oh, they get a hand on it. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And so it's Phoenix with it. And so Durant will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. Beal against MP. 14 feet away. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And here's Beal. His last outing, he had 24 points. Clock at 6. Randle with some nice D.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. O'Neal, he's checked in for Phoenix. Beal, the pass to Lee. With the drive. Back to Beal. Lee on the wing. 9 points in his last outing. Here's O'Neal. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Looking now at some numbers for Bradley Beal. Timberwolves trail by 3. To the wing, right side. Randall finds MP. Here's Gobert. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, Clark, how about... And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
37.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Royce O'Neal really making a difference here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so in the game for the Suns, KD and Nurkic are the big men for him. Damian Lee out there with Monte Morris. And it's Beal in at the small forward position.
First team foul.
The first one falls. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Greg.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Now here's MP. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Nurkic.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Durant. And Durant slams it home.
You talk about taking flight. That's exactly what he did there, and he made it look easy.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Reed can't hit.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Puts it up from 12. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. MP outside. Morris against Edwards. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Durant, the pass to Beal. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 4. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Here's Durant. Durant, automatic at the rim.
Yeah, you know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
Back to Edwards. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Yep, that one's good. Edwards has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And while we have a second, let's take a look at the top scoring rookies in the NBA right now. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Free throw is good from Durant.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handles, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
Dunn, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Pass to MP. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. This is the baby hook. Durant with it, picked up by Reed. Nice D from Reed. Timberwolves trail by 6. Now here's Alexander Walker. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Minnesota shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the Minnesota. Nikhil Alexander.
The Suns lead by 3. Poke loose. Morris deciding where to go with it. The long distance 3 is buried.
Three-pointer.
Morris has got 7 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside. The Suns have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Dillingham's checked in for MP. Here's Alexander Walker. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Durant. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Randall.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc, and the results have been outstanding.
Yeah, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Dillingham was the 6th man during his lone college season, Grant, and he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. He reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability.
So he gets them both. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Dunn outside. Pass to Beal. Out to the right wing. And then Beal with the dunk.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
Outside Conley. Now McDaniels. Here's Conley. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
and force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul.
First personal
That's his
foul.
first foul of the game.
Second team
And
foul.
this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And a change for the Suns. Bowles checked in. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's averaging about 6 points per game. The offensive rebound. Here's Edwards. No good. That would have tied it. Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Okogie. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Back to Daniels. A minute 6 left in the third. For the tie. Edwards, so good inside.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Beal against Conley. 44 seconds left in the third quarter here. Okogie, the pass to Plumlee. Here's Okogie. Jacks up a 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Beal outside. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. The 15-footer. No luck on that one.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Tie game in Minnesota. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us.
52.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
It's the fourth quarter.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Edwards, Julius Randle out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's MP, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to Lee. Outside O'Neal. Cash money on the open jump shot.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The Suns leading. Alexander Walker grabs a board. Alexander Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Randle. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randle, so good at finishing inside.
Beal against Randle. Outside Durant. From the arc. Randle pulls down the board. And here's Randle. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Alexander Walker. Down low to take the lead. MP no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Outside O'Neal. Tries yet again. No good there. Randle with some nice D.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Up top, Durant. Checked by Randle. Durant, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. MP shot is off. The Suns trailing. O'Neal on the wing, covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Back to MP. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Plumlee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Beal outside. Pass to Durant. Over Randall. Easy money for KD inside.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And here's Beal. Here's Lee. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Randall. And the shot goes in. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Mason Plumlee.
Offensively, his focus was lasered up. I mean, whatever scheme the defense was working, he found a way to work through it, locating quality shots whenever he got his hands on the ball.
Nurkic just checked in for the Suns. Morris comes in for O'Neal. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Randall finds MP. On the wing, Alexander Walker. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
For Minnesota, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. A slam dunk by Reed.
You can see why they turned to Reed in that moment. He is a heater.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Morris passes to Durant. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Here's Edwards. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic.
Reed is snatching now.
He can't hit it that time. Nice D from Reed. MP inside. He's working on Morris. He gets it in there. Now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fades away. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Randall. Outside Edwards. Here's MP, guarded by Morris. MP shot is off. Suns trail by 4. Beal finds Durant. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 9 rebounds now. To the paint. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing. and believing right until the final buzzer.
1:10 left in the fourth. Here's Durant. Good on the shot.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
Randall against Durant. MP. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And Minnesota making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Now Morris. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. And Minnesota with possession here. Leading by 5. And he commits the intentional foul.
Morris. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6.
Alexander Walker.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Timeout called. The Suns. They're down by 7. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Make some noise for T-shirt Sean.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, in my mind, KD is one player that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
Give him a hand, man. Your Timberwolves dancers.
30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And the basket by MP.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now here's Morris. The kick to Durant. Shoots over Randall. Durant's shot is off. Randall with it. From deep, MP. And it's Lee with the rebound. Morris for 3. No good.
That's the game, folks, and your Timberwolves win. Your Timberwolves, 74, the Suns, 66. Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the
So
next
it's Minnesota picking up the win. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everyone.